Have any of you had a really, really long gaming session before? I'm talking multiple hours of being in a virtual world, doing whatever, doing another playthrough, achievement hunting, side quests, Easter eggs, maybe just goofing around. And you do it for hours, and you spend all this time in a place that isn't real. Then you finish up for the day, you save your game, you go to the home screen or your desktop, you click power off, maybe press A on your controller to power off your console, or just hit the button. The screen goes black. Now you're sitting there. You're back in the real world. But you never left. You were here, but not here. Everything around you while you were playing was suppressed and you didn't pay it any mind. The cars outside, maybe a dog barking, people walking by, birds chirping, sirens from a police car or a fire engine, maybe even an ambulance. Just ignored. Maybe because you had a headset on, maybe because you didn't notice it. Maybe somebody came home, the door opened, and then it closed and you heard footsteps, but to you that never happened. In the back of your head, you know it did, but you were still off in that virtual realm, completely unaware. But now you're back, and you look around the room that you're in, and there's no HUD, no user interface, no markers telling you where to go next. There's no objective, no map, no press F to pick up or press A to jump. It's just nothing. Your eyes and your eyes only, and what's in front of them. No mini map, no crosshair, no pause screen. I've experienced that. And there's always one word that I can think of whenever that happens: simplicity. It's oddly satisfying to not see anything in front of your eyes, except for things that are tangible. If I wanted to pick up something, I need to pick it up. I don't need to hit anything. It's perfect. I find myself playing games to escape reality. And for a while, they do work. It's temporary, it's a band aid. For me, at least. For you, it may be something else. For your friend, for everybody. And then when I peel the band aid off, band aid, I meant, you're back. What the wound is that the band aid was over, I'll never know. But I'm back, and it feels good not to have so many lights and sounds going off, except for the ones that keep me glued here. And when I stand up to feel the blood in my legs and my feet again, even if it may feel funny and it's pins and needles, It reminds me that I'm still human. I'm still here. I'm not some soldier in World War II or a mercenary in the future or an archer in the past. I don't fly a spaceship. I don't ride a horse. I'm me, the best character there ever is. And you are too. Now, this isn't a YouTube video to tell you that games are bad and you should stop playing in that lecture because let's be honest, we've all heard it. It's not telling you to take a break either. I don't really know what this is really for. Maybe to help you fall asleep, maybe to help you de stress, or maybe to give you a sense that somebody's here to talk to you. I just hope it makes you feel happy. Because talking to you definitely makes me happy. A sense of belonging, a sense of friendship, happiness. Something that we all need in life. We're social creatures, and it feels good to not be in that virtual world for so long. There are days where the only thing I want to do is sit and play and just go nonstop from game to game to game to game, from Cyberpunk to Sniper Ghost Warrior to something dorky like Coffee Talk or chess or playing Undertale. But there are some games where I don't even think twice about turning on a computer, where I just sit and just relax and just turn my brain off. Does that usually end up in me falling asleep accidentally? Yes, more times than I'd like to admit. But again, it keeps me grounded. It keeps me here. It keeps me with you. Perfection. I often ponder about that word, perfection, because there is no such thing as perfect. Everything is improper. Everything is misaligned. But in a way, having flaws and mistakes and everything having it, everything being imperfect makes everything perfect. It really is something that I think about all the time, and I hope I never find the answer. Even something like a cube, or even let's dumb it down more, a square. Think of it in your head, a square. Four 90-degree angles, four sides. You put that square in reality, though, those lines are not straight. They aren't. I forget the term, but it's one infinity at their affinity, infinity over one, something along those lines. And they're not perfect. Scientifically, perfection, at least from what I was taught, and I could be wrong, is impossible. Impossibility. It is impossible to find a possibility to the impossible. Which I know sounds confusing, but at least to me it makes sense. maybe in a weird way that might make sense to you. Different from me, and me being different from you. Differences, the impossible, imperfections. That's what my world is, in a weirdly simple way. I try not to overthink things. I think that's what makes me happy. Because although my mind may be racing 24/7, I can at least turn it off. And sometimes it is good to have it on. And I look forward to the days where I can just sit and do and do and do and do and do and constantly be doing something. But what I really look forward to is the days where nothing happens. And I sit there doing nothing, taking it all in. And you should too, because you've earned it more than anybody else.